Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Tarot and Tattoos. I'm Kenny, and this reading is on what they secretly think about you. What have they been saying behind your back? Let's go ahead and jump right in, okay? This is a collective general reading. Please keep that in mind. If you're looking for something more personal, you can contact me. All right. Tarot, Spirit, what are they saying behind their back? What are they saying behind their back? What do they secretly think about them? Okay, so we have the Sun and we have the Three of Swords. The Sun representing, they actually really admire you. They actually think that you are probably very beautiful and gorgeous, you know, but with the energy of the Three of Swords gives that they actually are fans. They're just fans. They're haters more so, because the Sun card tells me that they admire you, right? They think that you are absolutely beautiful. They see you have possibly a lot of potential, right? Or that what you're doing is amazing. They love the lifestyle that you live, what you got going on here, okay? They, you know, I don't know how to say that. Like, they look up to you. They think that you are amazing, and that they probably find you to be absolutely gorgeous or beautiful, and that you have some really wonderful qualities. With the Swords card, tells me that they are talking behind your back. They probably talk down on you. They probably are just really hating on you and secretly wish to have what you have. They are kind of like feeling like, oh, you know, they can't get close to you, or they can't level up to be like you. So they talk behind your back, they backstab, and they do conniving things. Maybe if you're not close to this person, or are thinking about becoming close to this person, they are probably just like upset because they, one, can't get close to you how they need to, or two, they can't live the lifestyle that you live. So they may really admire what you got going on. Oops, let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This person is definitely manifesting to be similar to you, or to have similarities like you, or to have similar things going on in their life, okay? They are hoping to embody some of the traits like you, okay? Where they can be either master manifestors, or they can, let me see. Oh my gosh, my dog's fur. They are looking to embody a lot of your traits, a lot of the things that you have going on. They're wondering how, like, they feel like you're a very lucky person. Like, life just happens for you. Things are just happening in your favor, and they're wondering how to embody that. How do they possess such a thing? How does this person just get everything that he or she wants? How do they just... you know, how are they this lucky? How are they one of God's favorites? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just really wondering, like, how does she or he have this much abundance? How do they possess that abundance? How do I get that abundance? What else do they think about them? We have the Two of Swords. They are trying to decide what their next move towards you is, whether that's to be around you, whether that's to, you know, approach you, or how they can, like, they're trying to decide on how they can gain that same stability you have, or that same oomph you have. You know, they're deciding on whether they should befriend you or continue to be an enemy, but they have this emotion towards you, you know, like they see how you are grounded, they see how you maneuver, they see how you can like just kind of be flexible and make these things happen, and they're trying to decide on how do they get to do that, how do they make that happen, how do they ask you on how that happens, you know what I'm saying, how do they figure out what it is that you got going on, and they want to know how they can ask you, how can you make the decisions for them? Can you help ground them? Can you help them possess stability in their finances, career, or their creativities? You know, so they're trying to decide on what it is that you can bring forth to their life. This is giving like, this is really just giving like super fan right now. This is giving, they really just admire you, and because they admire you and they can't really possess what you have, they talk about you, they talk down on you, or they feel like they live in your shadow, which is what I'm hearing with the Three of Swords card. They feel like they live in your shadow, like you look down on them, or like they can never live up to be who you are, which is weird, right? Or, you know, like, it's just giving a lot of, like, are we the same? Are we equals here? You know? How do I become equal with this person? But either way, they are showing it and doing it in a weird way, right? We have the Five of Cups here. Or, I'm sorry, the Five of the Five of Wands here, representing that there's some disagreement in arguments happening amongst you two, or around you. They could be a drama-fied person and create drama. They could be they could just be an argumentative person, you know, or they could just be the person that stirs the pot a lot, you know, and it is creating conflicts and fiery energy, warlike energy amongst you. Maybe this is in the work environment, maybe this is a friend group, maybe this is a partner, because, you know, your partners can be your biggest haters too. This could also be family. So whatever kind of relationship it really is, but either way, this person has been kind of teetering with the idea of y'all's relationship, okay? And how it brings the stability, or what they can do to either stabilize it and bring it around to benefit them. And if they can't figure it out, then they will be starting arguments, or you guys will be having disagreements of some sort, you know. This person feels like yeah, like they live in your shadow or something, or like they're disrespected, or they're misunderstood. They just feel really betrayed by you, or they are doing betraying energy towards you, right? Because they have this light that they see you under, this like sunshine light, and they feel like you are just so abundant, like you are just so lucky, so heaven sent, just you know, by the graces, you just kind of receive what it is that you want. And they're just wondering how they can possess that. How can they get that? How can they come about that same energy? Is there anything else that they need to know about what they think about them? What else do they think about them? What else do they think about them? What else do they think about you? What else do they secretly think about you? They could also feel like you're the argumentative one. You're the drama-fied one. With this Five of Wands, they could feel like you're the drama. They may find you to be very drama-fied, very dramatic. They could feel like you're the argumentative one and you're the problematic person. What else do they think about this person? What does this person secretly think about them? What are they secretly saying about them? That's another thing. They could also be making an image out of you, making it seem as though your image is much more, what is that? Deceiving, you know, painting a poor picture of you. They could be painting a poor picture of you. This person actually loves you. They love you, or they really, really admire you. They like your energy. They like who you are. They love who you are. Forget like, you know, they love your energy. They love you as a person, or they really just highly admire you. They are really like in tune with you. They are really a fan. And they state that. They tell people that. They tell people how much they like you, or they love you, or they love your energy, or they're not afraid of being a fan, or whatever the case may be with your relationship, right? They actually do have this loving energy for you, or your characteristic and personality. Let's see, what else? What else do they say about them? What else do they say about them secretly? What else do they secretly say about them? Is there anything else that they say about them? Yeah, they found you to be a very valuable person. Door to value, okay? They found you to be a very valuable person. They also may see you as an opportunity. They may see you as a person that they can, you know, they want to linger around just so when you have your fortunes come in, your value come in, that they are right next to you and they can benefit, you know. So they see you as a doorway ticket. They see you as someone that's also, they could see you as someone that is abundant. I'm sorry, my hands are cold. They could see you as someone that's abundant, someone that is very valuable. They could possibly see you as someone that's very lucky with the Wheel of Fortune and the Door of Value. They could see you as someone that just happens to always get things that fall into place for you. You know, they see you as like, this is a lucky girl, like this is a lucky guy. This person just kind of always, it always works out in their favor, right? Everything always works out for them. What else do they say about them? What else do they see them as, you know? What else do they have to say about you? What does he or she secretly think about this person? What does he or she secretly think about this person? How do they view them? How do they view them? Is there anything, what do they say behind their backs? How do they talk about them? What else is there? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Oh. That's too many cards. This one did fall too. The Queen of Swords, okay? They may think that you, there's a few things here, right? They can think that you are very witty with your words, very sharp with your words. They can also see you as someone that is strategic and plans and moves with, what is the word I'm looking for? Lord, lack of better word, they see you as someone that is very strategic about your moves, okay? That you are fully prepared. You're always planning. You're always kind of like, oh, what's the next thing? Let me see. Let me talk about it. Let me write it down. Let me plan this. What is next? You can also be someone that is very sharp with your words, that has a very sharp tongue, or quick with your words, you know, quick on your toes. The Queen of Swords talks about words and planning and how you weaponize your words. So they could definitely think that. They can definitely think that you are someone that just is very slick at the mouth, you know, or you have a way with your words where you know how to get people to say and do things that you want them to do. Is there anything else that they think about this person? We have the Knight of Cups, right? They feel like you may have a lot to offer, or you may possess a lot. A lot, but not a lot, if that makes sense. Like, where they feel like, oh, you know, you have more than them, but you are not ultimately successful. You are not ultimately where you may seem to be or come off as, you know. So they see you as like, okay, you know, they possess these things, but they're not fully there yet. The Knight of Cups, also, they see you as someone that's possibly very creative and intuitive, and that you have a lot going on with your intuition. And that you have a lot of potential there, but you haven't fully possessed all of your potentials. So for whoever this is in your life, they are definitely a fan of yours. They definitely either feel, let's just go back through it. They're definitely a fan of yours. They find you to be very beautiful. They find you to be very bright, have high energy. They admire you. They admire your wonderful energy and, you know, the way you carry yourself, right? This person secretly either feels like they live in your shadow, or they feel betrayed by you, or they're doing a lot of talking about you, talking down about you. So either they're feeling very disrespected by you, or they're doing the disrespecting and kind of not speaking fully highly of your name, all right? Where there's sharp words being said behind your back. They definitely wonder how you are very lucky. They're wondering how you possess so much abundance. They see you as a very abundant person, someone that's very just, you get your way, you get what you want when you want it, right? They are questioning their relationship with you, balancing their relationship, seeing if they should move forward or distance themselves. They are also possibly trying to figure out how you could benefit them. How can they level up to be like you, or use you to possess better in their lives, right? How can they become more like you in the stable and abundant field? This person can be very drama-fied or argumentative, or feel like you are the drama and very argumentative. And they probably feel very defensive towards you, okay? So they could be stirring up things in your life just to stir things up, or they could really, you know, when a fan is a fan, they are going to show their colors eventually, right? But this person actually loves you. They have a lot of energy towards you. Most fans do love you, right? So they're either very loving towards you or very genuine towards you, and they're just feeling very hurt by you, or this person is really a fan and they just really admire you and what you possess. And then the door of value, they see you as a very valuable person. They see your relationship as a very, very valuable, or they could definitely be looking at you as an opportunity and a doorway to a better life. So you have to be aware of that, of how people are maybe trying to use you in their life. They definitely feel like you are very witty with your words, very sharp with your words, and very quick with it. You're very, they think you're very intelligent. That is the word I'm looking for. They think you are very intelligent, and you are very sharp on your feet. You're very quick with your words, and you know how to maneuver. You also know how to plan and be strategic, and how to make things happen in your way. They know that you are also not a person that jumps the gun. The Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups, where they see you as a very creative, and they also feel like, you know, you possess a lot, but you may not possess everything. And they see that you have potential as well. So whoever that person is in your life, beware. Try to figure it out. Figure out your relationships with these people and decide where you would like for it to go. But that is how they are secretly feeling about you. If you resonated with this video, go ahead and comment down below and let me know how you're feeling about that. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do so. And I will see you guys in my next video. I upload new videos every week. I will see you guys very